Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV. It's time for a review of the third studio album by Australian hard rock group Wolfmother. The new album is called New Crown, and it was kind of dropped unexpectedly. It was released exclusively on Bandcamp on March 23rd, and this is their first album in 5 years since 2009's Cosmic Egg. The group is from Australia, formed in 2000 by lead singer and lead guitarist Andrew Stockdale. The band has suffered from several lineup changes and almost disbanding. They actually announced mid last year in 2013 that they were discontinuing the Wolfmother name and that Andrew would continue under his solo name, just under his name, Andrew Stockdale. And that actually did not come to fruition because Wolfmother announced late last year, early this year, that they were working on a new studio album, but no one really knew when it would be released. And then all of a sudden, here it is, we have it, it's in our hands now. There's no physical release yet, but we're all hoping for that in the future. This is definitely an album that you don't want to miss. I'm just going to go ahead and be upfront about that. With this new album, New Crown, I feel like Wolfmother are sounding the best that they have since 2005's self-titled album. All over this record, we see how skilled that Stockdale actually is at his craft, playing these electrifying and creative riffs. His vocal performances throughout the majority of the record are on point. There are moments, which we will get to, that I'm not so keen on. He howls on standout tracks like Enemy Is Your Mind and Tall Ships, and the band really just reaches for its psychedelic tendencies, but somehow balances it with rhythm-based grooves throughout its 45-minute run. It feels very vintage here on this record, and it's just really refreshing to hear a hard rock record that's just such a, it's got a guitar-driven sound, and it's just such a good record throughout, like through and through. There are just so many moments that aren't just tried and true formula. It tries new things, it gets a little bit out there, but it never strays so far that I find myself getting bored. Tall Ships is a standout track that sees Stockdale howling "Show Me Love" over this entrancing guitar rhythm, and it's just extremely easy to find yourself getting lost in this song. Top it off with this riveting guitar solo and an odd psychedelic keyboard break, and you've got a killer cut on your hands. The title track, New Crown, shines as bright as the sun and just brings killer power chords to the table and pure bliss to the listener. It's got this pure 70s rock feel to it on the track, and it's one of Wolfmother's best tracks to date in my opinion. The song comes to a slow fade about halfway into this track. The track then slowly builds back up with this dark guitar part that leads to this distant, reverb-laden vocal performance from Stockdale that just really sounds great and a little bit eerie, a little bit sinister, but it's something that I really dig. I Ain't Got No is one of my least favorites on the record. I find Stockdale's vocals and lyrics lacking on this track, and at times just flat out annoying. And that's a problem that I came across a couple of times, like I mentioned earlier, throughout this record. I feel like the closer, I Don't Know Why, would be another one that would come to mind for me. I don't dislike that track simply because of the fact that I think it's so solid musically, but I think vocally it just was a weird way for Stockdale to present himself on the track. My Tangerine Dream is a track that is very loud and abrasive in nature, but it's also very melodic and sweet to the ear at the same time. The guitars have a friendly and inviting tone to them, and actually push this track close to the top of the best songs on this record. Its guitar and drum moments just hit at just the right times and constantly drive this song forward. The outro of the track gets weird as hell too, and I can't say that I don't dig it. I think it eerily fits this track just right. Radio is another track that you're not going to want to miss, with its fuzzy riffs and hard rock vibes that just push for one of the most fun listens here on the whole album. Easily one of my top favorites, and guitar-wise, it's just a grand slam, something that Stockdale just really knocked out of the park on this one. I think overall, if you're looking for a fuzzed out, retro feeling, hard stoner rock album, then this is for you. Definitely any rock tendencies you might have, I feel like you're gonna love this record just because of the fact that it's so creative and it's something that you're not really hearing these days. And I think you're definitely missing out if you do not check out this record. It's easily one of my favorites of the year so far. Probably tied right now for my top favorite along with Cloud Nothing's record Here and Nowhere Else. So it's a 4.5 out of 5 for me. Very few moments that I'm not liking, and the ones that do are usually vocal related, lyrically related as well. So let me know what you thought about this new Wolfmother record that kind of surprised us all by being released in the comments section down below. What should I review next? I'm planning on trying to get to the Chiodos album. We got BUs, we got Manchester Orchestra, Lacuna Coil. There's just so many albums, so little time. I'm gonna get to as many of them as I possibly can, I promise. Thanks for hitting the like button on this review, subscribing to the channel, and just keep checking back for new reviews and hopefully discovering some new music. Check me out, Twitter, Facebook, and of course my vlog channel. The links are all in the description down below. Thanks for watching and sticking with Album Review TV, beyond the reviews.